Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this video, we are unboxing the latest Kino Lorber sale haul from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. There are 9 Blu-rays in here, 10 titles. One of them is a double feature. These come from the While Supplies Last sale that's happening right now, hopefully, as you're watching this video. Here's the thing about the While Supplies Last sale. It's been running quietly, kind of in the background on Kino Lorber's site for months now. And it is what it sounds like. It's a While Supplies Last sale, meaning that when the supplies are gone, the sale is over, and the titles that are in the sale ain't coming back, baby. So, you know, I think it's a really good opportunity for us to, one, to support Kino Lorber Studio Classics, because the reason that I love the label is they are a friend to the deep cut. You know what I mean? We do unboxing videos all the time. We talk about Kino titles in our review paloozas. And they really save these titles that are just sitting in studio vaults, you know, that may not have huge mainstream massive appeal. But when it comes to something like this, this is the time to get them, because, listen, I'm not going to say that when these titles are gone, you know, when Kino Lorber has sold out of the stock that they have for these titles, they're not printing more. That's the sale. But I'm not going to say that no one else might pick those licenses up over time, but what if they don't? You know, this is a really good opportunity to grab the stuff that we care about if you're remotely interested. These prices are incredible. $5, $6, $7, $10, and $11 for some titles, but this is a great opportunity to build your library with stuff that may be going away and may not be coming back. That's just the facts. So, but this sale has been kind of running for months, and in my past, you know, we've done a couple of unboxing videos, like sale haul videos, in the last couple of months, and there were titles from this While Supplies Last sale kind of mixed in, because I've just been saving some things in my cart, and I add them to this order, or I add them to this order. So this is just While Supplies Last titles. So with all that out of the way, thanks for hanging with me through all that. Pow, there we go. You know what? I don't have a thumbnail for this video. Let me see if all of these... Okay. Oh, I see spines. Don't look! Don't look! All right, let's do a thumbnail. You guys get to be part of the magic. I'm going to come over here so I'm framed well. I'm going to do something that a lot of YouTubers don't do in their thumbnails. Whoop, I'm jiggling the camera now. Hold up. I'm going to smile, and I'm going to be like... Let's hold them up a little bit more prominently. So... And there we go. That's how I do a thumbnail. It's the smiling is underrated, in my opinion, especially on YouTube. Okay, what do we have in the sale haul? You guys are ahead of me, because you might have seen some titles on the spine. Okay, first up, Lovers and Other Strangers. You know, a lot of these are blind buys for me. I should say that. A lot of these are things that I'm not really... I'm familiar with the cast, or I'm familiar by reputation for some of these things, but I don't necessarily know the movies themselves. I feel like I'm still a little bit off center. Let me see what I can do about that. All right. Lovers and Other Strangers. It's got Beatrice Arthur. B. Arthur. It's got Bonnie Bedelia, Michael Brandon, Richard Castellano. I'm going to say Castellano. Cloris Leachman. Anyway, it's a 60s movie. What is this? It's 1970. All right. It's a 1970 movie. Brand new 4K master about, you know, it's a relationship movie, but it's a comedy. It's got audio commentary by film historian Lee Gambin. Have you guys seen this? What do you think about it if you have? Moving on to pick number 2, Avalanche, with Rock Hudson. Who else is in this? Mia Farrow and Robert Forster. Someone asked in a recent live stream that we did here on the channel who would be my buddy cop, and I was like, Robert Forster was who I came up with. That's weird. Like, I thought about so many other answers after that. I was like, oh, I could have said so and so. I could have said, like, I kind of like maybe Mike Connors from Mannix or something like that. But I went with Robert Forster. So this is my buddy. My buddy cop is in this movie. Rock Hudson, during his later career after the Doris Day musicals, the romantic comedies. This is if you've seen some of the other things that he was doing here, he was really playing against his pre-established typecasting, and I gotta say, doing a very good job of it too. Like, I'm thinking of like The Hornet's Nest, which is a really cool, that's also from Kino Lorber. We have a review for that at serialatmidnight.com. So anyway, Avalanche, I'm not going to spend too much time on these because you know they're going to come back around in a future review palooza. Obviously, I can't really review these because I haven't seen most of them, so I can just tell you why I was attracted to them in the first place. This is an on-camera interview with producer Roger Corman. We like Roger Corman. On-camera interview with Robert Forster, and the original theatrical trailer, 1978. I'll show you the back. All right, moving on. George C. Scott in The Bank Shot. This is it's a bank robbery movie, but it's a bumbling kind of a bank robbery movie. 1974, and let's see how much. What do I know about this movie? I know that it's like the bank is on a trailer, and it just sounds fun, right? This is the kind of movie. It's another one of those kinds of movies that I feel like, actually, I'm going to make a big old blanket statement. I'm going to say most of the movies in this sale haul that I have picked up could never be made today. We're in such a terrible time for handmade cinema, and just like interesting plots, wacky ideas. The divide. You either have to go do that yourself with your iPhone with a budget of $5,000, or it needs to be a $200 million movie. Like, there's not a lot of middle ground right now for just like quirky fun cinema about, hey, let's do a bank robbery movie, but be like, could an Ocean's 11 remake, not even the original, with Sinatra and Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., could that be made any other time? Could the remake be made, with the George Clooney, Brad Pitt? Would they make that movie now? I say they probably would not. They'd be like, too many stars, it's too expensive. The budget, no. Now it's going to be a $350 million movie. We need it to be $200 million. We got to lose 5 stars. 5 actors, not 5 stars as far as like judgment, quality. All right, I'm rambling. The Bank Shot, George C. Scott, 1974. What special features? No special features. I did not show you the back of the package, so let me show you that. And we move forward. Last Plane Out. This is a Code Red release. Kino Lorber distributes for a few other labels. Included among them are Scorpion Releasing and Code Red. And this is a movie with Jan Michael Vincent and let's see, Julia Carmen, Mary Crosby. It's a it's a tense, again, I haven't seen it, so I'm just telling you what I know about the movie. It's kind of a tense, we got to get this plane out of here before we all die. Kind of a, let's see, he was a journalist in search of the truth in 1970s Nicaragua under the Somoza regime. Texas journalist Jack Cox arrives in Managua on an assignment to see his old friend. Okay, so you get it, a journalist in Nicaragua, you got to get the plane out before it all goes down. So very cool stuff. And again, what's kind of sad about this sale is that, like, as excited as I am about all of this stuff, if you don't grab it now, it's not going to be around. I can say this is the first one of these videos that I've done, a Kino Lorber sale haul video, where I can definitively say, if you're interested, you better grab it because it's going away. All of these titles are going away. They're final stock sales, so it's kind of a bummer. Yul Brynner, Invitation to a Gunfight. I love my westerns, and I like Yul Brynner too. Coming off of, this is 1964, so we're going to be coming off of the success of the Magnificent Seven. I'm trying to remember if the return of the Magnificent Seven had happened by 64. I feel like it may have been later than that, but I'm not sure. I'm just guessing to that. And who else do we have in here? Anybody else we want to mention? George Segal. He's great. If you guys watch The Goldbergs, George Segal now doing a sitcom in his later years. Just Shoot Me. But for many, many years, he was a star, man. The Hot Rock. Okay. 1964, 92 minutes. Looking forward to it. So Let It Be Written. So Let It Be Done. It's my Yul Brynner reference. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, I'm really excited. I've been kicking this one around for years, literally for years. So maybe it's partly my fault that this one's going out of print. Cop Out. Look at the cover for this, you guys. Look at the artwork. Is this not appealing? So this has James Mason, Geraldine Chaplin, Bobby Darin, and it is, I won't go through the whole thing. 1967. It's a thriller. It's got a lot of different elements in it that, let's see, written and directed by Pierre Rouve. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Diamonds for Breakfast, which I have and have seen and enjoyed very much. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't need to read all of this to you guys, but looks good, and I'm excited to check it out, and we will discuss it more after I have seen it. Suppose they gave a war and nobody came. This is another one I've kind of been kicking around for a while. It's got Ernest Borgnine in it. Brian Keith, Ernest Borgnine, Suzanne Pleshette, and Tony Curtis. I'm sorry to Tony Curtis that I can't say his name without going, Tony Curtis. It's just, I know he did a lot of very serious roles, but he's Tony Curtis. So, it is what it is. I make no apologies. I did apologize. I'm not sorry. I'm going to do that every time I say Tony Curtis's name. Okay, guys, this is let's admire this. That's another thing that I love about Kino Lorber is their commitment to original artwork, to poster art, to original promotional materials. Let's say that, because they could be lobby cards, they could be whatever, but not photoshopped floating heads. You know what I mean? No, none of that here. They're going with the vintage key art for a lot of this stuff. You can see Borgnine right there on the back. But I don't, this is another one of the. Oh, I haven't been doing special features. Okay, no special features on this one. No special features on the Yul Brynner movie. No special features on that one. So we haven't missed anything. So, okay, well, but with this one, we have an audio commentary by Dr. Eloise Ross and Dr. Dean Brandom. So, that's interesting. And, there's a lot of elements to this. I think it's got like some anti-war stuff, but it's also got, new 4K scan. I just saw this is a new 4K scan from the original camera negative. So this is going to look gorgeous. Well, let's go through this. Hy Averback directs this hilarious and wild comedy with an all-star cast in the tradition of The Russians Are Coming. The Russians Are Coming. Brian Keith, Ernest Borgnine, Suzanne Pleshette, and Tony Curtis co-star in the sharp and amusing comedy that pits the fed-up brass of an army base against the fired-up citizens of a nearby town. I think that tells us enough, right? So, you guys seen it? What do you think about it? All right, we're almost done. We have two more. The High Commissioner. Another one. I know nothing about it, but the cast, you guys, first of all, look at the art, and it's good. But the cast, this has Rod Taylor, who is his ability to walk between genres, to be like a leading man, a comedy character, and also dark as night. In movies like The Dark of the Sun, you know what I'm saying? If you've seen that movie, like, it is just pitch black, no hope, so dark. But then he's not always like that. He's just a fantastic actor. Rod Taylor, Christopher Plummer, Lily Palmer, Camilla Sparv, and Dahlia Lavi. And this is a 1968 film. This is more one of those. Is this a heist movie? I'm trying to remember what exactly happens in this. They have little capsule summaries on the Kino website. Aussie detective Scobie Malone. Scobie Malone. What an amazing name. Accepts a mission to fly to London to arrest Sir James Quinton, a high-level Australian commissioner wanted down under for murder. But when Malone arrives, he finds that an amiable Quinton is not the only key in groundbreaking peace negotiations, but also, he's also the target of an assassin himself. So the mission has changed. Now there's like this whole other thing to do. So it's that. It's a 1968. So you're gonna have all of the tensions and the style and the. I love 60s cinema. This is exciting to me. It looks like no special features here. And then the last title is a double feature. It's one I've been thinking about again for a long time. It's Betsy's Wedding and Holy Matrimony. Holy Matrimony was the real draw for me here because I'm kind of going down this completionist kick with Patricia Arquette. And this is 1994, so this is post-True Romance. That era, this is like her coming into her own, not as like a teen star, but it's like a legitimate, like a sexy, fully present leading lady. And I'm really interested to that particular time, early to mid 90s. Patricia Arquette, she's just the best. She's just the best. And of course, let's not just blow right by Molly Ringwald, a subversive wedding comedy that seems to have a lot of it's a little cynical, right? It's not like Father of the, I mean, maybe it's a little bit like Father of the Bride, but it's got more teeth than something like that. It's a wedding movie where a lot of things go wrong, and it's just like, seems to be, it's directed by Alan Alda, by the way. So if you haven't seen Betsy's Wedding, we'll talk about all these later. This is just to show you guys what I picked up. But and there are no special features, but you get 2 movies for, you know, what did I pay for this? Let's see. Here's the slip with the prices. $4.99, $4.99, $5.99, $6.49, $6.99, $5.99. Nothing in here was over. Okay, last plane out was $7.99. Nothing in here was over $7.99. So I'm going back. I'm going back for some more stuff before these supplies are gone. There's incredibly, there's Anthony Mann westerns that are in the final sale, and it just makes me sad. Like, no, who's gonna put out Anthony Mann westerns when these are gone? That's cinema history. So if you're a cinema fan, there is serious cause to support this sale, because again, when this stuff's gone, not saying no one will pick it up, but if a company like Kino Lorber does not see fit to continue to distribute these things, if it's not profitable enough for them, or for whatever reason, I don't want to speculate. I don't know their bottom line. I don't know anything behind the scenes. But if they're letting distribution licenses go for some of these movies, what is the incentive for another company to pick them up? So it's just, you know, something to think about. And I always say be patient, but this is a really great time to jump in and support some of these titles if you want them on your shelf. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. This is our Kino Lorber While Supplies Last sale haul. Go check it out. I'll put links in the description of this video so you guys can go directly to it. Thanks so much for hanging out. Take care. And until next time, I will catch you later.